In this lesson, we're going to go in depth into point slope form. I'm going to give you a quick reminder of our different forms of equations, and then we're going to talk about how to write an equation in point slope form given a point and a slope and given 2 points. Just a quick reminder, here are the 3 forms of linear equations that are standardized. The first one is slope-intercept form, the second one is standard form, and the third one, which is the focus of today's lesson, is point-slope form. Y minus y sub 1 equals m parentheses x minus x1, where m is the slope of the line, and x sub 1, y sub 1 is a point. Those subscripts are not mathematically relevant. It's not like they're an exponent or something that you're going to do. It just indicates that you're going to use the first x and the first y, and you're going to replace the m, the x1, and the y1 with numbers, and the rest of the letters that are all in black, the y minus, the equals, the parentheses x minus, those will remain letters. It's like a template that you're just going to plug things into. In this first example, it says to write the equation of a line that has a slope of 4. So I'm going to circle it and label it m, and passes through the point -2, 3. And it says to use point slope form. Sometimes it'll tell you which form to use and sometimes it won't. If it's a multiple choice question, look at the form that the multiple choice are in, and that's the form that your final answer should be in. But this one clearly says use point slope form. So in my head, I say, okay, I'm going to write the form down without plugging anything in. That'll help you remember it. It's y minus y sub 1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. And this is my x1, y1. And again, those ones don't really mean anything other than you're using the x from the first point and the y from the first point. So y minus is going to remain y minus. The y1 is going to be 3. Equals is equals. M is 4. Parentheses. X is going to remain x. Minus, I'm going to go ahead and put minus, but my x sub 1 is a -2. So rock stars will see anytime one of the coordinates, one of the x or y is negative, when you substitute it into this form, it's going to make it a plus, a positive. Minus a negative we replace with plus. And that's it. It says to use point slope form, and we did. That's all you have to do for that. Let's look at another example. Oh, math. We do it and then we undo it. That's what this example is. The equation of a line. Now we're given the equation. Y plus 4 equals 6 parentheses x minus 2. Now they want you to identify the slope. So what is m? And also name a point that is on the line. So they want you to go backwards and pull out the slope and a point. The slope is pretty easy to tell. It's the number, the coefficient of x here. So that's 6. And the point, remember the form is y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x1. So if I put this so that it's minus, but the same equivalent equation, I'm not even going to put the 6, x minus 2. So I changed the plus to minus a negative so that it fits the template. I can see that y1 is actually a -4 and x1 is a +2. It's going to be the opposite sign of the one that is in the equation. It's the opposite sign of what it is in the equation. So this is positive, so it'd be negative, and this is negative in the equation or minus, so it would be positive. 2 more examples. Now we're looking at a problem where it gives you 2 points. Write the equation of a line that passes through the given points. Write your answer in point slope form. So point slope form again is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So point slope form requires a point and a slope. We don't name it like Schnickel Fritz's formula. We name it math people name it specifically what it is. It uses the point and the slope, so we call it the point and the slope. So this is x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. So we don't have the slope, but we can find the slope using the slope formula. So we can do 0 minus -2 over 4 minus a -4 is positive 2 over minus a negative is adding, so that's 8, and I'm going to go ahead and reduce it to 1/4. And then I can just use my point. I'm going to circle this and label it M and substitute. So y minus, y1 is a -2, so that's going to become +2. M is 1/4. X stays X, and X1 is going to become -4. And that's my answer. I'm going to put a box around it. One more example, we're going to take a look at word problems. To surf the internet for 15 minutes in an airport, it costs $4.05. For 40 minutes, it costs $5.80. Write a linear equation to model the cost of surfing the web. So I'm going to make X be the time that you surf the internet. This problem was written back when you had to pay by the minute for internet. And Y be the cost. Okay, and it's not going to be proportional. If I divide 405 by 15, I'm not going to get the same thing if I take 580 divided by 440. So there must be a flat fee, a flat cost just to log on to the internet, and then a cost per minute. Because otherwise, I would just figure out what the cost per minute was and take it times X. Okay, so it gives 2 sample points. We have at 15 minutes, it costs $4.05. At 40 minutes, it costs $5.80. We can use point-slope form, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, if we found the slope. So let's find the slope. Slope is also going to be the cost per minute, which is pretty intuitive. $5.80 minus $4.05, that is $1.75. And then 40 minus 15 is 25. So it was $1.75 for 25 minutes, which is 7 cents per minute. So it costs 7 cents per minute to use the internet. And we have a point. We know that for 405, or for 15 minutes, it's 405. And there is a linear equation that models the cost of surfing the web. Hopefully you have a little bit of an understanding on how to use point-slope form. And that's the end of this lesson.